The 2025 Women's Six Nations is back.
The way we act and the way we go around the park, that's our responsibility.
This time you find us in the city of York for reigning champions England, who are taking on Italy. Here they go, Aitchison, she goes for the crossfield kick. Who's going to be underneath this one? McDonald is there, straight it's dry, scores! England 38, Italy 5. A record and expectant Welsh crowd here, full of hope for this new Welsh era. Is there space out there? Nick Jones!
Game over.
Round 3 of the Guinness Women's Six Nations.
These next 10 minutes are crucial, alright?
And England are really flexing their muscles now. 6 tries.
And this is round 4 of the Women's Six Nations. England against Scotland. And it's a 50th try. Marley Packer. That is something special. She's going to go the whole way. We're underway in southwest London. Still Abby Dow. Scoring again. And where they go, Menage. Out to sing again. Wonderful individual brilliance by Arbe. Straightened by Harrison, she saw the gap. She's got support on her shoulder. Driving for the line is the skipper. England win the Grand Slam. A 4th Grand Slam in a row.
Good afternoon, everybody. The Lions and the Lionesses have now both come conquered and hopefully begun their holidays by now. But for the Red Roses, this summer's adventure is just beginning. And if it all goes well, it will lead to them heading to a World Cup final at Allianz Stadium, Twickenham on September the 27th and sweeping us all along for the ride at the same time. And it starts here this afternoon at Mattioli Wood's Welford Road in Leicester for England's first of 2 warm-up matches before the World Cup starts in Sunderland later this month. It is England against Spain again today, just with fewer nerve-shredding penalty kicks than we saw last Sunday night. Fingers crossed. And I'm delighted to say that for the action today, we are joined by former Red Rose in Vicky McQueen. Vicky, it's great to have your company today. Welcome back to Mattioli Wood's Welford Road, a place you know so well. And it does feel like we're in the departure hall of a very exciting 2 months.
It does, doesn't it? Thank you, Jack. It's great to be back here. Yeah, it's just such an exciting time for women's rugby, for women's sport in general. Coming off the back of the Lionesses' victory, you know, it's nothing better than this springboard to really amplify the women's rugby now. And it's a great opportunity here for England to test out their systems, you know, have a look at where they're at in terms of their preparation. For Spain, obviously, they had a big loss to Japan last week. So it's going to be a difficult game for them to manage. But I think England have got to utilise this as a really key aspect of World Cup preparation. And I'm sure there'll be a great show of rugby here today for the fans at Mattioli Woods Welford Road.
Well, pre-World Cup, selection is always a talking point. So what have you made of John Mitchell's selection this week? It's, of course, 9 changes from that starting 15, which beat France in April at Allianz Stadium. But what's he thinking with today's selection?
I think for John, it's looking at the combinations, so looking at, you know, how people work together. So the interesting selection that sort of stands out is Helena Rowlands on the wing. Me, I'm all over that. I absolutely love that selection because I think, you know, the fact that you've got a playmaker on the wing, as a former fullback myself, but slash fly half, slash outside centre, I think it's really important that you've got that vision on the pitch. So it's a great opportunity for her to try that position. The back row looks, you know, solid. I think there's just different opportunities for Mitch to have a look and make those really sort of last-minute decisions, you know, for the World Cup.
That back row is interesting. Abby Burton obviously getting a first start in England cars. Marley Packer captaining the team again, and Maddie Venati. Have you ever seen an England back row with that much power before?
No, I was going to say power's the key word, isn't it? There, no, they've got phenomenal power, and power will be absolutely key today to try and really blow Spain away. So the powerful back row, the great, you know, decisive half-back combination, and then to have playmakers out on the wing and fullback. It's an exciting time for the Red Roses, and exciting for Mitch to be able to, you know, see where they're at, like I say, where they've come from, how hard they've trained through the summer, and see where they're at going into World Cup.
Vicky, thanks very much. We'll see you in commentary later on.
Thank you.
Just over 10 minutes to go before kick-off, and that gives us enough time to go behind the scenes with the returning England Rugby YouTube series For the Rose. And at the World Cup selection last week, we got the behind-the-scenes take on it. Check this out.
obviously we have built this expectation around us, and I think that's like a massive privilege. Like, we've worked hard to hold that kind of aura around us, and I think we know in our circle that we're doing our absolute best to try and push, and as long as we've got each other's backs in that circle, obviously there's going to be a lot of noise from the outside, but we know what we can do in this circle, and I think that's the most important thing.
Hands in front. Pull your shit down! Pull your shit down! Okay, 3, 2, 1, cheese! 3, 2, 1.
You hear this word pressure all the time. It's just a word. You've got to turn it into an action, and some people tend to frame it negatively and see it as, and when you frame it negatively, it becomes the risk of failure. Whereas I see this as an opportunity to be successful. So it's going to come down to the girls. It's about the girls realising their potential individually, so that they can become stronger collectively. When you come to a World Cup year, it's not about creating a whole lot of new stuff. It's actually about making it even simpler. So we've evolved a couple of things, but we've kept it really, really simple, and everything's pretty much done. And now we get the chance to test everything.
Welcome back, everybody, and do remember to subscribe to England Rugby's YouTube channel to stay across all the For the Rose action and content that we have coming up across the course of this summer. It's going to be a good one. Let's look at today, and let's start with the team sheets, focusing on the hosts, England, and head coach John Mitchell's selection for Spain is a blend of frontliners and contenders to their starting shirts. The second row selection captures that mix exactly, with Stalbert Abby Ward heading to a third World Cup, paired with Lily Ives-Campion, the youngest player in the squad, winning her third cap. The back row is all power, as Abby Burton makes her first start in England's colours, with Marley Packer captaining the team from open side and Maddie Fainati at number 8. Lucy Packer and Zoe Harrison slot in together at 9 and 10, with the first choice scrum half Mo Hunt on the bench today. Jade Sheckles gets a great chance to further her credentials at 12, with Meg Jones outside her, while the back three sees the familiar name of Helena Rowland in an unfamiliar position. She's starting on the wing for the first time in her 40-cap England career, and the likes of Abby Dow, Tatiana Hurd and Sadia Kabay waiting in the wings, as well as England's World Cup captain Zoe Allcroft. Well, Spain have been on the road for 3 weeks now, and they've jetted across the globe for this fixture, arriving from Tokyo after a 2-test tour of Japan. They've been in the East Midlands only since Monday. As a result, they are shorn of a few players, including 50-cap front rower Laura Delgado, as well as the wheels of Lea Ducha in the backs. Their starting pack includes trailfinders hooker Cristina Blanco, Bordeaux lock Elena Martinez, whilst their first choice number 8, Carmen Castellucci, unfortunately is out with a long-term ACL injury picked up at the end of her season with Gloucester Hartpury. But they do have a PWR-powered replacement in the Sale Shark number 8, Alba Capel. The backs is where Spain's real threat is. The fly half from Toulouse, Amalia Argudo, threatens England's defence if she gets a chance. There's also Claudia Pena at full-back as well. So Vicky McQueen, we are back at Mattioli Wood's Welford Road, and England are much fancied, even heavily fancied favourites for lifting this World Cup on home soil later this summer. Doing so would have been that for a third time after '94 and 2014. Pressure, how does it work in elite sport? Will they be feeling it?
Of course they will, but for me, ultimately, pressure is an absolute opportunity to succeed. So as long as you've got the right mindset, the players as a team collectively and individuals have got that correct mindset, then it's just a massive opportunity, and you just need to keep that vision in your mind that actually everything you can do on that field makes a positive impact, makes a positive difference, and you frame it that way, then it's nothing to worry about.
Well, Spain have taken the pressure off themselves this week. Their coach Juan Gonzalez saying earlier that this for them is about building, about having little wins within the match, about scoring against England. That is so important for them today, and Claudia Pena in shot here will be one of a couple of candidates the most likely to do that. She has had an electric season last time out. Can she do it against England? Here we go, the first glimpse of them this summer, Vicky McQueen.
Makes me smile, yeah. Great glimpse to see them walking down the famous steps at Mattioli Wood's Welford Road. See Marley, captain, see Meg Jones there as well, vice captain. Super proud of all they've done in rugby. And yeah, they're just here to lead a phenomenal squad today. For England, just to have the opportunity to see where they're at, where their trainings took them, you know, really put those nuts and bolts together today and really enjoy the opportunity to just enjoy the experience in pre-World Cup, just to get themselves in that zone.
Abby Burton, Helena Rowlands, and the captain, Marley Packer, winning a cap number 111 today with the armband.
So I remember her first one as well, against Sweden.
Now that is a recollection, Vicky.
I am not quite old.
Let's get going with the anthems. The first bars of a long summer of national anthems for both Spain and England. Spain, interestingly, Vicky, one of only 4 nations in the world to not have lyrics in their national anthem, so that's why they weren't singing today. England's in their black strips today, getting going, and the Spanish in their red and their blue. It's also a big day for the mascots, who have stood to attention during the anthems as well. Molly Castell, Ada Bassett-Cross, as well as her sister Amelia, Violet Rudland-Beck and Tilly Christie from Bromley RFC and Gordon League RFC as well. Spain have travelled. Spain have been on the road for over 3 weeks now. From Tokyo, where they faced Japan in back-to-back tests. They lost both of those test matches, but in both of them they acquitted themselves well in insufferable heat as well, 34 degrees and humidity that was off the charts. This will be a much better climate for them today, and for Amalia Agudo to pull some strings and test out this mean, miserly English defence, which is the bedrock of their performance in the Six Nations and no doubt in the World Cup to come. Our referee today, in the middle, Aurélie Groselau of France. She's one of the World Cup referees, sending to her second showpiece event, assisted by Mariah Hayter, as well as Berenice Lobe.
10 seconds.
A big summer of sports in England is about to get quite a bit bigger. Spain kick us off at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. Their World Cup journey starts in England against the hosts, who have it all to do after all the expectation and the build-up. We have a little bit more build-up. 2 matches coming up. This is a chance for England to test out everything they've been working on, Vicky. And you've been in camp, you know how it's been. It's been a brutal summer for them, haven't they, for England?
Yeah, it has, absolutely. 9 weeks solid of, really hard training. I was talking to Sarah Hunter yesterday, and, the heat they've been training in has been absolutely brutal, so really good prep.
So Packer takes this off the back of the first lineup, flied across to Meg Jones, who has been calling Welford Road her home, playing for the Tigers, now moving on next season. Emma Singh releases Jess Breach for the first time this afternoon. Pena, the Harlequins player, takes it, and this is bouncing around for Jones. She has every inch of the blueprint of Welford Road mapped out. And Spain have this back for the first time. Their nickname, Las Leonas, is the Lionesses, of course, so let's not get too confused today. Agudo has regathered that nicely. Spain on the attack. They like to play fast when they can. And their aim today is to test out the character of this squad as well, and to see how fast they can play against the #1 ranked team in the world. Emma Singh going again at fullback after starting in that Grand Slam decider and impressing in many parts. Good hands, Jones. Here we go on the outside with Fayanati, and she rushes through the Spanish defence. The #8 for England as they build, and the knock-on.
Advantage over.
Yeah, difficult one there. That knock-on was, not really under too much pressure. I think the nerves are a little bit showing a little bit out there with England. Just need to settle into the game now.
Harrison restarts things. And then Abby Ward, who was a later call-up to this selection after Rosie Gallagher had to pull out with an ankle injury, as Abby Burton fired into contact for the first time. Good hands here for Packer, the captain today, and she shows she still has the speed on the inside, is even more with Breach. Picked up by Shekels. Just her second start in an England shirt. The first came here in the Six Nations against Scotland. Burton again. Packer, Lucy Packer. There goes Ward, 75th cap today. Shouldering, carrying duties, as will Sarah Byrne. Packer short to Packer, who gets the offload as well. England meters away. Packer goes to the right-hand side, and England with Maddie Fayanati open the doors on this massive summer of sport for the Red Roses.
Wonderful try from Fayanati, some really nice build-up play, lots of powerful carries. England look like they're really settling into the game now after a pretty nervous start, a couple of errors early doors, but that was just solid. Really, really good play, powerful power play, and then some lovely hands to finish. And Marley Packer's made the initial break, and obviously a lovely inside ball as well to Jess Breach, who looked after the ball really well. And then it's just simply power all the way for Fayanati.
Conversion after is good. England take all 7 from their first coherent raid forward, and Maddie Fayanati underlining her credentials once more.
Yeah, she's certainly worth, just looking at the back row, just the power of this back row, it's unusual to see such a powerful back row in a warm-up game.
Packer takes this. Plenty of time for England's scrum half, but Pena has plucked this out of the sky and goes skating in field. They will have to watch Claudia Pena very carefully today, England. Agudo flies it across the face of the English defence. There is a rush to this English defence which can really harry opponents. And Spain have chipped this. Emma Singh has read it. And Jones on the inside. Keeps it alive to Rowland, who is wearing 14 today. Another new position for Helena Rowland. Harrison, with the pace being kept as high as possible. Shekels. Byrne. Big carry from Sarah Byrne, as you might expect. And then back to the right-hand side. England's ticking over nicely here and starting to accelerate, and through we go with Byrne, and she is racing away, takes on Pena. Hauled down eventually. Packer arrives and goes off on an adventure of her own. And England's looking for a brilliant beginning at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. Ward, and the drive through the middle, and who will come up with it? It is the skip, Marley Packer, direct as ever, and over the whitewash.
That was just clinical, wasn't it? Absolutely clinical, Jack, to see, you know, just making every inch count, making every metre count, and just driving through Spain. You know, they are literally outpowering Spain in every angle at the moment. Look at that run from Sarah Byrne. Absolutely classic Sarah Byrne, and then looks after the ball, and then it's just a case of moving through the Spanish defence. Marley just saw that gap and spotted it. Needed to get a name on the score sheet early.
Try number 51 for Marley Packer in her England career.
Lily tries good.
She's ahead of Jess Breach, she's ahead of Abby Dow. When we talk about try scorers, she's in the conversation, she's leading it.
It's a pretty good start for a back row, that, isn't it? She has had plenty of caps to do that, though. So a fantastic run, like I said, from Sarah Byrne, just absolutely driving those legs, and she's so fast. She used to be centre originally, you can see that in her play. And then it's just a great little drive over the top, Marley under the sticks.
Breach takes the restart. And Shekels has put that to the turf. So Spain with a chance from the set piece here, that'll be respite for them.
It'll be interesting to see, this is first scrum, isn't it? So let's see how this goes. I mean, Spain will be wanting equity, you know, be really looking for parity, but I think England are going to have other ideas. I wouldn't fancy facing that England front row.
Byrne, Atkin, Davis and Clifford starting front row for England, up against Silva, Blanco and DeAndres. Blanco, a trail finders player. Her nickname, El Tigre, so that's suitable for the surroundings.
Very suitable.
How is this first scrum for Spain? It held.
Is that feeding or held?
But Aurélie Groselau.
Oh, foot up. Hooker had the foot up.
Free kick, stay back.
Harrison puts this high rather than to the sidelines. Now Pena has taken that unchallenged. That's not something that often goes well for opposition teams, but she's taken here. Nice from Capel. Argudo to the floor with Rossell.
Knock on and offside.
Really good pressure there by our back row. Sorry, the English back row.
Stay as partial as you can.
Correct myself. Yeah, penalty given, so she's just going to go nice and long now. What a kick from Zoe Harrison.
Well, the Spanish were keen to test out, and I know this might seem like a sucker for punishment in some ways, but they're keen to test out how they stand up to England's impressive rolling maul, because they know they need to defend these kind of scenarios come the World Cup.
So England go off the top just to annoy them.
Yeah. No chance to do that there. England keeping it lively and unpredictable. And Byrne with a predictable hard carry. Packer, Harrison, Jones, Emma Singh looking to the corner here, and Rowland is there. And Helena Rowland begins her England career as a number 14 in exactly the right way, with a 5-pointer.
Oh, fantastic play by the English back. So class hands from Meg Jones has just created that try out wide for Helena Rowland. But lovely to see her get her in on the action early, because it is a new position for her, and it's, you know, it's very different to playing at fly half and fullback. So cracking first first try for Helena Rowlands. So Meg just makes sure she draws the defence. Emma Singh, and then she has to do quite a little bit still to finish Helena Rowlands. Lots of power in there, little footwork, and then a great strength and power to dive over the line. Cracking try.
So Helena Rowlands' 12th try for England. She's played in every position in the back line except number 9. She started every position except scrum half, I should say.
Still got time. Yeah, just a really great finish, because she still had probably a couple of metres of work to do with not much space. So a little into out, show and go, and then over the line. Nice dive.
Backwards.
Breach has lost this under duress. Piquero in the scrum half picks it up. Big carry from Silva. Spanish are short of Laura Delgado, Bimba, as she's known. She's out with an illness today, so the front row is a little depleted for Spain. Picked up and gone to the captain, Alba Vinuesa. Plays her rugby in France in the Elite 1 division for Stade Francais. And this is good possession and territory for Spain. Peña. Ball ripped away from her, but it's gone backwards. Argudo planning her way forward. Little dink through, taken well by Jones.
Yeah, Meg Jones read that really well, but luckily for Spain, they're coming back for, I believe, a knock-on. So it'll be a scrum down to Spain. It was nice to see Meg Jones really lively to that threat, that little dink through. She read it really well and cleared up that threat.
Sorry? Yes, it's
a great rip from Shekels as well, isn't it, in contact there.
Yeah,
yeah, really stood up to the contact there.
On the back. Okay.
Some good phases from Spain. It's good to see them putting the phases together and staying a bit more in control of the game. England do need to, watch out. There are some lively players in the Spanish team once they get on the front foot.
And any unstructured play will suit Spain as well, won't it? They love that.
They tend to prefer that, don't they?
Straight through them. Let's go.
Second scrum. Let's see how this one ends. It was a free kick last time to England, wasn't it?
Maida Aresti is the scrum half for Spain today. And Alba Capel has got that away well, number 8. Aresti onto Piquero, steps on the inside of Breach, who watches her well.
I think she's given a forward pass.
Also the feed again.
Nice pressure from Breach. She came up to make that tackle, just showed her the inside, and then they closed the door.
Yeah, for the stroke. We need in the middle. Yeah, okay? Okay.
Yeah, there was no way through there, but they're saying that pass was forward. Borderline.
It's being treated not like a friendly by the officials. It's a full-blown World Cup match, isn't it? That is eagle-eyed. Nothing being let go for the Spanish.
Bind! Set!
So this is England's first attacking scrum.
Zapaka leaves it to Fayanati to give her a clean access. Shekels, Harrison, Emma Singh in a lot of space here. Doesn't take it with her, but is allowed to play.
Though.
England playing to width nicely when they can.
Taken back.
But Singh not able to make the most of that one. So Harrison goes up to the halfway line. And Peña, again, no real chase from England. Nicely on to Cortez. And then Las Leonas bring the forwards into play. Getting used to life at Welford Road a bit until Sarah Byrne pops up.
Yeah, much better line speed from England there to take that pressure and to get the turnover.
Hands from Breach onto Packer, who is revving at an extremely high frequency already. Packer is upended, great tackle.
She won't thank Packer for that pass, bless her.
England have worked it to this edge here. Now, Abby Burton has been hit hard on the game line and made no meters. That is some effort. Slow ball for Spain, but they keep it through the numbers, and there goes Argudo, and this is the outside break she's so good at. The offload, which she will always try, time and time again, no matter the opposition. It's just her game. And if that comes off, Vicky, we are raving about that for the next 10 minutes on.
Yeah, I love the calibre of a play like that, you know, we'll always try things, you know, it's best to try things than not, you know, and it should have come off. I can't see who the player was, but should have received that pass. It was a really good, nice little switch play. She should have taken that, really.
That was the first part of it, which was done smoothly.
Yeah, okay.
So we're seeing the turnover now. So there's really good England line speed to create that turnover in defence there. And then Lucy Packer gets properly smashed, but looked after the ball really well.
Zahir Perez might well have been in from that position. I mean, England would have put 4 women on her to chase her down, no doubt.
Late tackle, number 2.
Lovely opening up of England. And for Sarah Hunter, some homework to look at as well in the review. Defence coach for England, Sarah Hunter these days.
Yeah, she certainly is, and she's done a great job with the girls. You know, it's been really interesting for her to go into that role, and you know, being a former player and the stature that she had. You know, she's really slotted into that role really well, and I know the girls have huge respect for her, and yeah, want to defend like hell for her and the Razors.
There is Sarah Hunter. Over the top, and Byrne goes racing away, seeking contact and taking it on her terms. Fayanati knows there's numbers and a call outside, so Jones and Singh, and they're holding their width well here, England, as Rowland cuts back, uses her excellent footwork to then drive forward and make excellent yards too. England offloading out of contact nicely. Kelsey Clifford onto Atkin Davis that time. Harrison picking her way through the thorn bushes, and then onto Breach, who opens things up on the outside, sizes up Pena, and Jess Breach is back amongst the try scorers in an England jersey once again. It's been a while, but Jess Breach with a characteristic score and characteristic celebration.
And the celebration, you said it before me, Jack. Yeah, nice to see the Leicester celebration back. Yeah, Jess, a fantastic try. She had a lot to do still. Great work early doors from the backs to get the space for her. So I mean, this try from Helena Rowland, I don't know how she kept going. She was still going, and then it was just nice, quick ball. Really good vision from Harrison to spot Breach out there, and then it was just a foot race, but then a tiny bit of footwork as well to finish off. Yeah, lots to do still, Jess Breach, a cracking finish for somebody of her calibre. Nice to see her back on the field.
Early try is good.
Zoe Harrison's effort from very far out wide just slides to the left.
Just one thing in the line-out. Yeah, you don't leave before the
Jess
score.
Breach with try number 47 in her Test career.
It's really nice to see. You can really see England's ambition to move the ball, and you can see the off the cuff, the forwards feed the information into the backs, that there is space out wide, and you know, forwards are able to give that pass, that skill, high level skill of pass, to really help the backs out and almost be that extra back.
Harrison takes that very calm. Such a composed footballer, Zoe Harrison.
Yeah, off the boot, she's really impressive at the moment. And she can just control a game. She really does look at, you know, is it a kicking option, isn't it a pass option? You know, you can see she gives herself time on the ball. A sign of a really quality player.
Spain's possession, and over the top they go. So Atkin Davis tries to win it back, and England can really go from here. It's plenty of red roses against not very many Spanish defenders here. Singh this time looks for space on the inside. Packer and Harrison. That's a lovely pass, isn't it? Clifford knowing exactly where to pick that hole. Rowland pops up at number 10. That's interesting. Shekels.
And although that didn't come off, Jack, that's what Helena can do. She can pop up and, create something out of nothing in the midfield, as a winger at standing in at 10. So that's the opportunity. Obviously, that didn't go to hand and wasn't the best delivery of the skill.
Spain get a chance to clear their lines. They are in action against New Zealand in their first matchup of the World Cup on August the 24th in York, by the way. That's no easy assignment, is it?
It's not a great christening to the World Cup for them. They know that's going to be tough, but they know this game's going to be tough. But they've got to take each game as it comes and really focus on one game at a time.
And after that, they have Ireland followed by Japan, and Japan really the match they're targeting, having lost to them, but not by too many points at all recently in the last couple of weekends in Japan. So that is their World Cup focus, that match against the Japanese. England building towards that first match, of course, in Sunderland on opening night against the USA. Singh bundles through. She's so powerful, Emma Singh.
It's really her go-to, isn't it? That powerful run of the fullback.
Shekels can't get that one away. She plays so well against Scotland here in the Six Nations, Vicky. It's a stunning debut start there. Yeah, been adjudged to be.
Giving her the benefit of the doubt. It's just a knock-on. I might beg to differ on that one.
Yeah, that did feel like a bit of refereeing leniency.
Well, England's chance to have a scrum centre field, or almost centre field, on the 10-metre line. It's interesting to see how the next scrum goes. They were very powerful in the previous scrum, but making sure that it's controlled at 8. Need to make sure that they've really got control over this scrum and the type.
Crouch! Bind!
Inviting position for the English backs.
Taking the time in this scrum, not quite sure, can't quite hear the referee what she's saying, but she's not happy that they're not set correctly for her. She's not happy, and safety's paramount, as we know.
Let's keep the tempo in this game, let's go!
Got to make sure they get it right. This is where the backs are going. Come on, get it out. Give us the ball.
Crouch!
They're bringing Jess Breacher into the midfield for this.
Set!
Moving over from her left wing into behind Zoe Harrison's pocket.
England with the nudge on. Harrison over to Jones, who takes it in her stride, and then straight to Rowland. It's crisp passing from the Red Roses. They've stretched Spain, and now they try to hammer through them with the forwards, and the next pick and go from Ward now, supported by Ives Campion. Packer missed out for Clifford, who scored here against Scotland in the Six Nations. Ives Campion, good take from the youngster, just 21 years of age, in the second row today. Ward can't make the inroads. Door was closed very quickly by Spain, so slow, and that means Feyanati.
They're very slow and controlled here, England, just going through the phases, mixing it up a little bit from pops off the ruck to the pick and goes.
Lucy Packer sees some space herself and rolls closer. But penalty Spain, close to the line. Just a little isolated, Lucy Packer there.
Yeah, not the right decision to go there, and Spain really capitalised on that. Some great defence, and really made sure that they wrapped Packer up and got the penalty. Great defence from Spain, and yeah, probably just the wrong decision there from Lucy Packer to take that pick and go. Straight over the ball. Really good penalty for Spain.
in terms of what they were aiming to come here today for. It is defending sets of play like that and coming away with the ball themselves.
Yeah, and they'll be looking at, you know, chunks of the game, you know, in a 3-minute block, 5-minute block, see how they manage to how many tackles they're putting in. I mean, it'll be interesting to see the tackle rate already. It's huge.
Short line out, which Spain spring nicely. Well, that's unfortunate.
It's involuntary contact. It's a scrum.
And that's where Spain need to be more clinical. You know, there's no reason why they needed to cause themselves an obstruction there. But, yeah, maybe just running out of ideas a little bit. England's defence is so strong. But they just need to probably put boot to ball and get themselves out of that danger area.
There's Juan Gonzalez in the middle, the Spanish coach.
Nice guy, having a quick chat with you earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah, international hooker on his day. Juan Gonzalez, 5 caps for Spain.
Crash!
Knows his stuff.
Tried to play it. He almost said he didn't have any caps. He was trying to play it down so much, but he is an international.
A nice guy. This is a solid scrum from England.
Advantage.
Very
And they have the penalty.
good work from the England pack. Shekels takes it into contact and keeps the hands free. Jones was running a great line.
No advantage.
Just couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's a shame Jones didn't get that top ball. That was on. A brilliant line from Meg Jones.
Where? Okay.
But we come back for the penalty.
Hunger.
Harrison goes straight to the corner.
Yeah, interesting decision to put it into the corner, and I think that, you know, it's really good that the girls use this as a platform to try lots of different things. So trying the line out again, hopefully they'll have a bit of a drive on this one, see what they can do, damage inroads into the Spanish line out.
Atkin Davis to the middle towards, and now England's rolling maul machine goes to work. Atkin Davis still with it, zoning in on the try line. Spain putting all hands to the pump to stop this. And they have done. Packer needs a new plan. Shekels is it, and Harrison loops this over. Wonderful pass from Zoe Harrison to the diving Rowlands, who has a double. Helena Rowlands with the freedom to the city of Leicester on the right wing.
Fantastic vision from Zoe Harrison. When we see the replay, you can see her coming round from the blind side to pop up, you know, late for the offload, and then she manages to see that space. So she's running around here, lovely offload from Shekels, and then that brilliant vision to see Helena Rowlands in space. Lovely finish.
Lily, try is good.
Thank you.
Harrison has hit that an awfully long way, but not through the poles on this occasion.
Yeah, I think she'll want to focus on that maybe second half, or, you know, to really refocus on her kicking. The rest of her game's been phenomenal, but maybe that post kicking just needs to take a few extra seconds for herself and really set herself up for her kicks. Helena Rowland will be pretty happy with two tries, a brace already.
Miss Versatility, she was called by John Mitchell in the press conference this week, and he couldn't have said any more complimentary things about her. He really is a player who tries to fit into every 23 because of her versatility.
Yeah, it's a great trait to have in you get on a lot of rugby tours as well if you're versatile.
as you were, Vicky McQueen. Jones bouncing on the inside, then the out. Byrne, lovely hands. Ives Campion, that was nice. Byrne again. Harrison. Shekels can't get the ball back initially. She's done well there.
Really well to recycle herself then to rescue that ball.
She's had to tidy up a lot today so far, Shekels. Here's Clifford. Really getting about the park at the moment, Kelsey Clifford. Packer can't take that with her. It's okay, though, says the referee. Harrison and Marley Packer And she's still going, Marley Packer, and she swats away another. And Packer on Pena keeps it alive too. Brilliant play from England's skipper, and it doesn't matter at what point she is in her career, that is the type of energy and dynamism that she's forged her career on.
Absolutely, I genuinely think she is still playing the best rugby she's ever played, you know, and that's immense, you know. I won't state her age, but, you know, she is coming towards the end of her career now, but absolutely phenomenal. Like, you wouldn't think that. Her power, the ability to stay on her feet, to fend, to stay in field there on double tackle, you know, she's just got it all, Molly. It's great to see her out there on really good form.
Through the years, consistently impossible to stop.
Yeah, it wasn't nice training against Marley.
I can't imagine.
No offence, Marley.
Akin-Davis again. And there's a degree of more control about this rolling maul for England. Breach takes it at first receiver and then sees half a gap. Packer, Harrison and Singh. Good fend on Cortez. Roland is away again. And Feyanati there to support. Packer on the inside. Akin-Davis. Good line from the hooker. England so close again. Lucy Packer might have had a go herself, but brought in the forwards.
Phenomenal scramble defence from Spain there to stop that.
Late tackle, red
Be up to the forwards to finish this one off, surely. Burn, and she's over. Over from close range. How can you stop Sarah Byrne when she is at speed and looking for the whitewash?
I think that was too much to deal with for Spain. They'd scrambled defence really well to make those tackles and keep England out. But I think when you've got Sarah Byrne at pace a metre from your line, you're going to be struggling. Cracking try from Sarah Byrne. She's been all over the place today. Absolutely phenomenal. This handoff from Emma Singh as well, fantastic to create that bit of space for Helena Rowland. Looked after the ball really well. And then it's just about being sensible, looking after the ball and using our power. Power in Sarah Byrne itself.
Lily, try is good.
Thank you.
So England keeping ahead of the minute counter in terms of their points. And Byrne.
She did start a career in the centre, Sarah Byrne, you can tell, can't you?
Oh yeah. Converted only to a prop forward by England. She got to England as a centre, then back row, hadn't she?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, back row as well. But yeah, you can really tell. I just love the way she plays. I love the way she plays with so much freedom as well. And she's obviously been allowed to do that by John Mitchell and the team, which is brilliant.
For my money, she had one of the best Chloe Kelly celebrations this week. The Red Rose have been doing it in training all week, it seems like.
Definitely hit the best. Yeah, I agree on that one.
She was on point with it.
It's been great to see the support they've given for the football and vice versa.
Knock-on advantage.
Yeah, Leah Williamson handing the baton over ceremoniously at Twickenham, at Allianz Stadium, wasn't she, at the end of their tour through the city. Carry from Gemma Silva. And a penalty comes for Spain.
Was that not rolling away?
Handling.
Yeah, it's things like that England need to really focus on, making sure they're not giving penalties away that are unnecessary. Things like that, the smaller detail will be, Mitch and the team will be looking into those little penalties and making sure they tidy up that area.
Great opportunity here for Spain. A try against England, they said, would mean so much to them.
And this is all about England now making sure they're clinical in defence, and these are the key areas that, you know, are really important today in this warm-up game, just making sure they get the defensive detail right.
Blanco, the Trailfinders hooker, will throw in, plays for Ealing Trailfinders in England. And she's gone to the front. Nicely done from Laslianos.
5 in the middle.
And making inroads too into this English defensive maul. Have England got in there, however? Feyanati's standing firm, but still Las Leonas head towards the line and get over the line. England falling on the floor, but someone has got their buddy underneath it.
Yeah, there'll be relief there a little bit with England, but, you know, I'd say like to be controlled relief. They did control that rolling more. They did make sure they got under it, and it is a skill to get under that ball and make sure that you've held that ball up over the line. So not too much of a panic for England there, I don't think, but yeah, great defence.
England's defence, other than in the Grand Slam decider against the French, was so strong and cohesive in the Six Nations.
Yeah, it's been one of their trademarks, hasn't it, the Red Roses in their defence, and just being really proud of that line, and, you know, nobody crosses. So, yeah, they won't want to change that today.
Aresti, Spain's scrum half. Back to Silva. Certainly playing with much more connection now, Spain, than the way this match started.
Looking after the ball, just not really making too much momentum going forwards, but definitely looking after the ball, putting it through the phases, just running into a bit of a brick wall with England at the moment.
Silva with another carry. Here's Pena bringing energy to proceedings. Taken down. Arguda will do likewise. She scampers through, gets a good offload as well, and here come the Spanish. That offload game of theirs can unpick defences. England with the numbers, though. Harrison dinks this forward for herself, playing Spain's game.
Knock on.
Yeah, bring it back for the advantage for the knock-on. That was really good from Spain. They actually did manage to find a small gap. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite get the handling correct to get through the gap, but a really lovely little break from Spain. They're just trying to find anything, aren't they? Trying to grab something to work with, and they're doing as best they can to find holes. There just aren't many at the moment.
It's looking pretty solid, England's defensive line at the moment.
Yeah, really good, and it's good for them to be tested here in their own 22. You know, it wouldn't be a warm-up game if they weren't getting the opportunity to defend in their own 22 and get opportunities to attack as well. So yeah, it's been a great first half for Mitch to have a look at where we're at.
Okay. You can't mess around that much. Yeah.
I think they'll probably want to speed the scrums up in the second half. I'd suggest that England probably want to get going. Spain are probably happy to be a bit slower on setting this scrum up. But yeah, I think the referee probably needs to step in and get this moving a bit quicker.
There's Abby Burton. Third cap today on the flank. First start.
Banged!
Fainati at the back, very comfortable. And Harrison to Rowland again, uses that stepping ability of hers to unpick Spain and then almost put Packer away.
Yeah, just couldn't quite finish off the brilliance of the step inside, the couple double step, but actually then probably should have held on to the ball instead of giving that offload away. But yeah, great meterage made from Helena Rowlands.
Yeah. Time off.
Yeah, just risk the offload. Sometimes it's worth the risk, sometimes it's not.
No, thank you.
It's good to play with ambition, though.
I'm just checking.
So England with a player down at the moment, receiving treatment. And Zoe Harris.
See who it is. Oh, Zoe Harris.
That is not something that England coaches will want to see for very much longer.
Yeah, it's almost like really making sure you avoid any injuries in these pre-warm-up games, but you can't avoid the contact, you can't avoid, you know, being on the field and doing the right thing by your teammates. But yeah, it's not good when you see someone go down.
Okay, for what?
Being vocal, aren't they, the Red Roses? They're making their voices from this side of the stadium count here.
They are. It's great, isn't it? You know, really everybody just getting behind them, and the girls are really, you know, making sure they're behind them. They give them massive cheers as they came out. Jess Breach having a bit of Jess Breach, Ellie Kildare having a bit of fun there. She was on the camera as well as the girls are coming out from the tunnel. She's got good photography skills and a good lead camera role these days.
Extremely creative, isn't she? The artwork
Very,
as well.
Yes. She can create on the field and off field. Good chance for Spain and England just to reset now, get a bit of time to tie up any loose ends, talk about what's going on. But she's back on her feet.
Some low-level strapping on that knee. And that's
She's not going to want to stay down. She's definitely getting back up.
Time on.
There are so many good players in all positions for the Red Roses, but those decision-making roles always at a premium before a World Cup.
Yeah, you do. You just want to be able to. You want the whole squad to be fully fit.
Harrison back into the action. Clifford back and tucking the ball under her arm again, taking on Spanish defenders and looking for every metre going. Been a busy first half for her. Shekels 2.
So powerful, Jade Shekels.
Clifford. Almost free there. Packer with good ball here. Harrison with numbers. And Ward one of them. Ives Campion on the inside. And Packer goes away to the right. Singh goes herself in. Nice dummy from Emma Singh.
Showing her strength and power there, Emma Singh, to stay in off from touch as well.
Ward powered forward to the line by Ives Campion again. Those two are sticking to each other, the lock forwards, helping each other out. England again, and Packer pulls this away. Harrison, Shekels is there, and Shekels crosses for England again. And they unpick Spain. This time, they had to go through the phases to do it. Jade Shekels scores her first England try at Welford Road.
Shekels deserved that try, didn't she? She's done a lot of the unseen work today, lots of clearing up after people, so it's nice to see her on the scoreboard. Great show and go from Emma Singh. Drives the legs, stays so strong and powerful to stay inside there. And then it's just a case of lovely hands from Marley Packer. Zoe Harrison then into Shekels. Nice easy try for Shekels in the end.
Only made her debut recently, Jade Shekels, but she's 28 years old. She was one of the oldest England debutants, along with Liz Craik, when she made it last year, when made this year. For 9 years, since Bianca Dawson in 2016, who was 29.
Yeah, it's great to see, and I believe she came from Sevens, and she was spotted a little bit by Giselle Mather on the Sevens circuit, and sort of recommended to have a looked at, and she's not looked back. And I think, yeah, she's got the full skill set, the power, the skill, the speed. Yeah, she's the full ticket.
Shekels again, nice bump on Alba Capel, Spain's number 8. Burton starting to get a bit more ball now, Abby Burton, and show her attacking force. Good tackle from Oresti. Brave from the 9. Harrison, Singh, good hands as well from Emma Singh. Fayanati breaks free. Maddie Fayanati cuts in field and keeps it alive.
Really sensible play there by Fayanati. Really, really good.
Yeah.
And just get it slightly wrong after that.
Yeah, she's saying off feet. Yeah, just looked a little bit borderline, that decision, but massively impressive break. The power and the pace, and then the ability to see the space to keep that ball alive.
So the first half ends in Leicester, and England 43 points to 0 to the good. 7 tries in all, and they are looking to get themselves tested here, and they're certainly working up a sweat in doing so, Vicky McQueen.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's been a great first half. You know, you can't underestimate the amount of tackles that Spain have just made in that first half to try and keep England out, but they've still managed to get 43 points under their belt, and the power they're showing, you know, in their tight play, as well as their vision in the wide play. There's lots of real positives for England. I think penalty count's something they might be looking at a little bit, just making sure they cut out any daft penalties at half-time. But other than that, I'd be pretty pleased with that performance so far for England, and see how Spain do, getting back in the game.
So let's take a look at the first half. And England have been, right from the off, working at speed. And this is how things began, with Packer and Ives Campion making the inroads. And the first score from a lovely line from Maddie Feanati.
Wasn't it? One of the first jobs that she did today. This is another brilliant break from Sarah Byrne, where she's flying through, keeping, you know, that ball, looked after the ball, quick ball as well for Lucy Packer. And then it's just all about getting the ball at pace, from depth. And they're just looking after the ball really well as well. They're just, if the option's not on, they're just going to keep in the ball and then just looking to get over the line. Nice and easy. This is Helena Rowland's try, and can't underestimate the amount she had to do there still. She's still a little bit to do. She was still one-on-one, so the ball comes across and she's still got a little bit of dancing to do on the touchline before she can score. This one just breached, flying down the wing. Again, still quite a bit to do to beat that extra player, but great to see her in space again. And moving on to this one, lovely little lift to Zoe Harrison, who just saw the space out wide and put Helena Rowland right in. Nice and easy try for her, try number 2. And this try, Emma Singh, a lovely show and go. And then Helena Rowland's the strength to stay in, stay on her feet till the cavalry came. And this is just the patient build-up now from England. Working hard on the pick and goes, the inside ball. And it was always going to come. Great defence by Spain to keep them out for as long as they did. But when you've got someone set that sort of distance away from the line, England are always going to be there, especially when it's Sarah Byrne. Great try. Another similar try here. Staying tight, then Marley Packer manages to pull it back, and that's Shekels' reward for all her hard work in this half.
So 43 points to 0 at half-time for the fans at Mattioli Welford Roads to savour. Whilst we have the time at half-time, let's take another look at the Red Roses behind-the-scenes series For the Rose, available on England Rugby's YouTube channel. And here, in this next snippet, is a taster of what the squad got up to in Italy as part of their World Cup preparations.
So we've come out to Treviso for the week just to give the girls a little bit of a different training environment, get them training in heat as well, with the benefits associated with training with heat, just in increasing their endurance capabilities on top of what we're doing in pre-season. So a little bit of heat stress, giving a similar sort of effect to training at altitude, ripping in, doing rugby like we normally do, just managing through the heat stress with extra hydration and cooling strategies, but just using the heat as an extra physical stimulus to really start to overload them as we get ready to go into the World Cup.
You've got matching crocheted
bobbly bits, they're called scrunchies. We were gonna, I've asked Al to get some photos of us actually. They're quite cute.
Roommates that match.
Yeah. Do you want one more?
I can make one for you.
What, for the ball head?
Yeah, just sit
like
it on top.
Like a huge one, like a sweatband.
No. Can you see them?
I actually can't.
Fashion one.
Right, I'm done now. Thank you so much.
You taught me through your sun protection today.
So, wearing my visor from Amazon because I need to be able to keep the ponytail high, and then I've got my zinc on my nose because I get burn under here, but it's waterproof, and that's the main thing because I'm a sweaty gal. And that is my sun protection for today. And the scrunchie, of course, different scrunchie every day. I brought, how many days are here? 5 days are here, but I brought 8 scrunchies for rotation because, you know, sometimes it gets a bit sweaty in the morning, you need a different one in the afternoon. The gym, you know? Inside my brain.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense in the world now.
Cheers, Abby.
So that's a sample of what you can find on England Rugby's YouTube channel. Why don't you go to the page, subscribe, and then you won't miss out on any of the upcoming episodes across the course of the World Cup. Well, here at Welford Road, everyone's taking a pause, and we'll be back in under 10 minutes' time with the second half between England and Spain, with the Red Roses leading 43 points to 0. England back out. And the replacements going first. Abby Dow, Sadia Cabella, Anna Bottoman waiting for their call. And the Spanish having repaired and reset. A lot to talk about for Spain in terms of what to do in this next 40 minutes, Vicky. But overall, how impressed were you with how they stood up to what they were facing?
Yeah, I think the mindset-wise and their resilience and their work rate in defence has been really key, to be honest. You know, they've been absolutely pounded with some really good attacking rugby from England. They've held their line really well, so I think they should be quite proud of what they've done. It's going to be difficult now with fresh legs coming on for the races, I'd imagine, quite soon. So I think it's just refocusing themselves and getting back into that mindset. It's the start of the game, it's 0-0, you know, even though it's not, just to make sure that they can really focus on their next job.
England leading Spain at half-time by 43 points to 0. 7 tries in the can. 4 converted by England's number 10, Zoe Harrison, who came through a knee knock, it looked like, halfway through the second half. Jess Breach on the score sheet. Helena Rowland twice over the line in her first performance in a starting role as a winger. She has come off the bench and played on the wing for England in the Six Nations before, so it's not totally new to her, but she's certainly impressed, wearing 14 today. The second half in Leicester gets underway. Out of the sun, it's taken, and Claudia Pena kicks it downfield. There's a reception party of Feyanati waiting to run this back, and she calmly steps out of the first tackle, making meters for fun in the first half. Burton carries on. Harrison. England looking to go to work right from the off here. Meg Jones. Haven't seen too much of Meg Jones in the first 40 minutes. Not as much as Leicester fans would have liked here, certainly.
Yeah, she's been busy doing the dirty work, I think, in the first half. She'll perhaps get a bit more chance in the second half to shine.
Packer gets some pace on things, looped over to Helena Rowland here, and she has space again. Powers into Pena, who's had to make so many tackles in this match at fullback for Spain. Ives Campion. Packer, lovely change of direction here. Feyanati read it well. And Atkin Davis keeps things ticking over. Burton. Spain doing their best to slow things down. Feyanati, again, umpteenth carry for her in this set. Right at the top of the half. And then again, Byrne is going, and she's reaching, and of course she's scoring. Sarah Byrne crosses for her second try in the match, and England pick up really where they left off after the first half.
Yeah, I think we've said it before, but yeah, Sarah Byrne from 1 metre out. Spain are going to struggle to stop her from there, so another try for her. But great build-up again. I think what's really impressed me so far with England coming out, I think their ruck speeds improved significantly in this first 5 minutes of the second half. They're just looking to move the ball just that little bit quicker, which is creating that quicker ball and therefore much more attacking space for the attacking players out wide.
Lily, try is good.
Harrison knocks it over. England hit 50.
So we can see here that, yeah, Sarah Byrne and the power to get over the line. She's not going to be stopped from that distance. She didn't do a celebration though, Jack. Disappointing.
We're waiting for it. We'll be here for it when it comes. Good take in the air from Ward. And Clifford. Ives Campion. Shekels, good pass to Harrison. Jones rides the tackle well. Singh off and going on that outside break. Stepping forward again.
Singh has really shown her power today. Really powerful runs from fullback.
Looking to keep the tempo high, England, aren't they? Jones steps out of the first. Oh, she's away here. And offloading, and Byrne is following. England with so much front football. Shekels Stops, gets up, gets it away. Rowland, lovely hands. Feyanati on the edge here. She steps back and then offloads to Helena Rowland. She races in for her hat-trick. She's only been an international starting winger for 43 minutes, but she's hitting the high notes, is Helena Rowland.
That was a fantastic try again, just really cool setup from England. Feyanati to put that inside ball inside as well. Helena Rowlands was real vision from her when she probably could have made the line herself, but that's showing the class now of England and their ability to move the ball in those crucial situations. So here we look. I mean, good strength from Shekels to get that offload away. Excellent hands from the Red Roses. But Feyanati to have the vision and the power and the skill to put that ball inside, phenomenal.
Lily, try is good.
And here we see again, so Shekels, you know, managed to get back to her feet and a lovely little offload. And cracking hands there by Jess Breach. Brilliant to see both wingers combining to create and help that try on the right-hand side.
Harrison. Such a long boot on Zoe Harrison. Pena returns fire in the best way she knows. Back from Blanco. Agudo, little pop pass. Capel trying to make the most of this and gets a good hit on Singh.
Singh did well there to get back to her feet, release the ball and get back to her feet.
England just want to reload. We think they are deliberately kicking less in this contest, England, to get more time on the ball and develop those connections. Here's Breach looking for a connection on the inside that doesn't quite find its mark. Shekels, though, finds her mark on Pena. Agudo. Bounce of the ball, it lands for Amalia Agudo. Tries to get that pass away, and it was forward. But England were offside anyway.
I think Spain offside, Jack. I think it's been given to England. 20 was in front of the kick, I think.
I'm glad you're here, Vicky.
That's okay, Jack. You weren't looking, you were just looking down at your piece of paper. No, so England penalty, yeah, Spain ahead of the ball in the kick. Another opportunity for England, perhaps, for the rolling maul. See how Spain defend. Or maybe they'll go off the top and mix it up.
England set at the back, but it goes a little too far for that. From Zahir Perez, Agudo, Pena can go from anywhere. Meg Jones knows that, puts in a big hit on the Spaniard. England have it back. Packer, Rowlands, daintily steps away from the touchline. Abby Burton, short pass to Byrne. Those connections between front row forwards and the back row are very nice. So too from Davis, Atkin Davis, to Lily Ives Campion, who goes in under the sticks. Such reward for her work this afternoon.
Yeah, she's been running the hard lines, hasn't she? Been doing the really hard work in defence and attack, and gets the opportunity to run a lovely try in there from a brilliant offload.
For me, it's good. Yeah, okay.
So again, the speed of the ball from the ruck's been excellent from England, and particularly in the second half. What an offload. And Lily Ives Campion has the pace and the speed to finish that off. Lovely offload from Lark Davis. And she's pleased with that one. Is that her first try, Jack?
First try for England.
First try for England.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Lily Ives Campion.
She's cap number 3. She was playing England under 20s this time last year.
She was. I was really keen to sign her for Tiger. She's a cracking player, phenomenal growth still to come, I believe, a lot of potential.
Pretty good person to learn off in the second row, and Abby Ward at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for anyone better, could you? Such a lovely person as well, Abby Ward, to share everything where, you know, really leads by example, but, you know, really wants to nurture and support the girls as well.
She's caught a shiner in training, though, Abby Ward, this week, hasn't she?
I don't think that's from today, is it? Must have got a bit tasty in the week. Hope she's not scaring her daughter with that bruise.
Away goes Oresti. The scrum half for Spain had some support there, but England were clamouring to shut her down.
Use it!
Burton.
Use it!
And Packer heads to touch here. That's in touch. England are going to play it if they can.
Yeah, the AR called that early. I think it did cross the line, but I think England were away if not.
Yeah. Time off. Sub black.
Here we go.
10.
Some of the big stints of the afternoon completed by Red Roses, and now the cards are shuffled. At 62 points to 0 to England. Harrison is taken off. Abby Dow comes on for her, although the backline will be reshuffled with Helena Rowland at number 10 now. Spain with the ball. Maybe a chance for them, with England seeing new combinations on the pitch suddenly. Oresti. Argudo. Fly half just runs straight into May Campbell. Next carry from Rossell. And some space from Costello found.
Good phases being strung together here from Spain. They really are. They've got their, you know, bee in their bonnet now.
Nice from Vinuesa to Perez. Jade Shekels gets to grips with her opposite number.
Not on the ball. 20.
Nuria Joe, new player on in the front row, as is Leah Pinheiro, wearing 20 for Spain. Agudo, good draw and give to Zahir Perez again.
Certainly looking after the ball, Spain now, through the phases, but not really getting anywhere because of the pressure of the English defence.
Pena with the kind of double pump that often works for her in the PWR. England very aware of it. Capel, nice shape to this from the Spanish, and Vinuesa, the captain. Little gap here, maybe. Oresti, Capel with the juggle. Spain's most lively set of phases in the match so far. And England's defence being stress tested. Here's Pena. Oh, she's through. Claudia Pena's away for Spain. It's Pena to score. And what a score.
And no one more deserving than Pena for that try. She's battled today. The tackle rate she's put in, the tackle count she's got will be unbelievable. But the fact that she's just got herself into a gap and made that attacking play, fantastic try by Pena.
Spain came to score a try against England. That was one of their main aims from today. And Pena has made it all herself, really.
Yeah, it was a cracking handoff, wasn't it? I couldn't quite see who she handed off, but yeah, the handoff was very powerful. A great handoff in the chest. Yeah, England will be disappointed with the defence, but you know, Spain deserves something out of that play and that attacking play.
Harlequin on a Saracen, and Pena on breach there.
Yeah, there'll be chats about that afterwards, I'm sure.
And the conversion after from Argudo was good.
Really try is good.
But that Argudo-Pena combination They'll be wary of that in the World Cup. Most certainly the Irish and Japan when they play them.
Yeah, we said that before the game, didn't we, Jack? They're phenomenal athletes, the both of them. They're both playing the PWR, sorry, in the top flight of rugby, and you can see that in those flashes of brilliance today from Spain.
She had an amazing season at Quins this past season. 10 appearances, 7 tries, 40 defenders beaten. You can see why. She beat 3 England defenders there in one set.
I was going to say, yeah, she's definitely got pace to burn and a really good skill set to go with it. England, about how England respond now. You know, Mitch will be looking now to see if they've just been scored against. They'll be disappointed with that, but can they respond really positively to that now?
Ives Campion off the top. Rowlands at fly half now. Feyanati taking the inside centre slot, the number 8, and doing it well. But England lacking the control thereafter. Ines Antolines.
No advantage for Norcon. Good contest, no advantage. Scrum.
Vicky, John Mitchell speaks quite often of unfairness and practicing scenarios that are unfair, so that when they face them, when it really matters, they're more prepared for it, and not suggesting that that try falls into that category at all. Well constructed, but nonetheless there is England being put under pressure at this moment. So these moments and how they respond, most interesting.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what these games are about, these World Cup pre-games. It's just about, you know, how can they respond in this situation? What happens next? What's their next job to do? And it's how quickly they can refocus on that. Interestingly, Helena Rowlands was straight back into the action at wing when required. You know, really, really good action.
And England have turned that against the head at the scrum. Jones lofts it over. Emma Singh at speed, and Singh all the way home. Emma Singh gets England back in the groove.
And that's the response, isn't it? That's the response that Mitch and the team want. That's what response England have been able to deliver. Can they stay in the game when things are going wrong, things are going a little bit against them? World Cup's going to be all about that. There'll be lots of things going on, lots of changes, but they've got to, how do they deal with it? And they've responded really well there with a turnover at the scrum. And then they've just moved the ball, knowing that there's space out wide. It's a scrum turnover, there's always going to be space out there. It's how quickly can you get it out there. And there's Emma Singh showing she's got pace to burn as well as power.
Try is good.
Thank you.
So when you've got a turnover ball on a scrum, you've got to look to get it wide, and that's exactly what they did. All the backs are aware of that. Move it straight through the hands and then Singh to finish.
So Emma Singh with the kicking duties now too. So often on target for Gloucester Hartpury. She is at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road.
Yeah, got a big cheer from the crowd, that didn't it, for Emma Singh. Nice to see her step up to the conversions as well now. But yeah, some classic hands from England there to really put it through the hands, playing right on the gain line, and managed to feed it through to Emma Singh to score another really good try.
Feyanati. I don't think she wants to be taken off this afternoon, Maddie Feyanati. She wants to go and go and go.
Never want to get taken off a rugby pitch.
Yeah, that's probably very true. Here goes Singh. She's enjoying herself too. Back on the inside for Packer. The scrum half steps, taken well by Oresti. Marley Packer plays scrum half instead. And Burton now arrives. And Spain having to rearrange quickly.
Got Dow out right here out on the wing. I thought we might put a little loftus ball into Dow, but we've gone a little bit flat.
Dow now gets it. First touch of the match from Abby Dow. May Campbell collects that one nicely. Shekels. Burton. England, having been stung by Spain, responding with more force and more accuracy. And Campbell is away here. Lovely break from May Campbell. She's going to run this in from just after the 22. Campbell escapes and crosses for the Red Roses.
They've got to acknowledge Bottomand's input into that. There was a lovely soft hands through to May Campbell, just really, really soft hands. Nobody saw that come in, and May Campbell's hit a brilliant line straight under the sticks. Fantastic play again from England, who have really responded positively. So the width of play to Emma Singh feeds inside. It's a lovely quick ball as well from that ruck. Good ruck speed again. And then Bots puts that ball, lovely lift to Campbell.
May Campbell does something she's never done in an England shirt before and cross the whitewash. She's done it plenty of times for Saracens, of course, normally from much closer to the line. That was from distance from May Campbell.
Yeah, good try. Good one to get for your first try as well. Bit of distance. That'll be 50 metres later. Although it was probably about 22 anyway.
Okay. Time off. Sub.
Yeah, just the ability to... She also had to fend somebody off as well. That's class try. The bottom and sleight of hand certainly fed to that try.
England collect from deep. And more hard running. They are making this time on the field count at the moment, England, and getting through so much attack. And Feonati on the attack and looking for Jones. And Packer and Bottoman, and then Morbier joins the fun. Shekels playing and popping up at 10 now. Rowlands, Packer and Singh. And everything working smoothly for this Red Roses team. Come the hour mark, they are looking in brilliant form. Burton.
They've certainly stepped it up a gear, the Roses have.
Bottoman just couldn't quite take that off Shekels' pass. Irresistible there. The Red Roses making their way upfield.
And it's how quickly now can they turn it into defence. This is what John Mitchell will be looking at now. How quickly do they respond, try and turn the ball back over?
Lower leg contact, yes.
Pena has gone as deep as she can.
Time off. We have a foul play in the ruck.
But foul play has been spotted here somewhere.
Time off. TMO check.
Yeah, it's the first time the TMO's had to come in today, I think, and
we
made
have possible
that
foul
comment.
play in the ruck by 7 Black.
That's correct, yes. We're looking at lower limb contact.
Yeah.
By Black 7.
Okay, you are ready on the screen.
Okay,
This is Marley Packer they're looking at then at 7.
Stand by.
It's a great inside ball there to Abby Ward. And then what are we looking at?
Croc roll, is that what?
Possibly, I'm not sure. That's what they're looking at, but I'm not sure.
Okay, Aurelie, I think that will be your best angle.
She's just got herself in a funny position. Yes. I'm not sure that's a deliberate crop roll. I think she's just overbalanced.
I would like to be sure if the entry in the ruck is legal or illegal.
So you're looking for a wrap by the left arm.
I'm not sure that they can give that as a yellow card.
Okay, my view
They're having
is
a good look at it.
She's targeting on the leg. The entry is illegal. Anyone disagree?
I would agree.
Yeah, so for me it's always illegal action. It's permanent red card. Anyone disagree?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Wow, I have to eat my words now then, don't I? I think I said no yellow.
Yes, 22 metre line, 5 metres from touch.
So England in this match certainly, and matches to come with Molly Packer.
Targeting a leg is always illegal, is permanent red cards.
I'm pretty shocked at the red. Yellow maybe, but red card for that?
Inside in the
Not sure. I know you've got to agree the referee's rules are right. But yeah, for me, that's a harsh red card.
Aurélie Grosilau's view was that it was never legal, and with that viewpoint in mind, Marley Packer sees red.
Yeah. No high degree of danger, but yeah. No, it's red's red, isn't it? And you've got to go with what the officials decide. But yeah, I think Marley will be really disappointed with that
what is
decision.
The new captain for England, please?
No matter how that's come about, it's a shame to finish a warm-up game fair like that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
well, what we certainly know from the 60 minutes to this point is that Marley Packer is well warmed up for the World Cup.
Yeah, well, she's had a fantastic game, and that's why I'm absolutely, pretty gutted for her, really, because, she's had a great game in all aspects, and that is, completely off track from the rest of the game. So, yeah, a real shame for that finish, but, that's what the referees are there for, and they made their decision. They looked at it very closely, and that's the decision made.
Time on! No gap, please, gap. Yeah, space, thank you.
So England move on, and changes are plenty as well. Mo Hunt on at scrum half for England. Spain also bringing on Lourdes Alameda, last player to go into contact there. And Pena pushing things to the wing. England swarming up.
Yeah, really good defensive set from England. And again, Jack, this is another opportunity for England to rise in adversity. They've just had the captain red carded off. How are they going to deal with this now? Who's going to step up as a leader? Who's going to get their voice heard out there now and really rally the troops? Mo Hunt coming on, really good timing for her. She's a cracking leader out there, and I'm sure she'll make a difference in that respect.
Yeah, one of the 4 2014 World Cup winners who are in this squad for England.
Yeah, I can't believe the Mo's, the Emily Scarrett, those guys, I played with those guys. It's immense that they're still playing.
Crouch! Bind!
Marley Packer and Alex Matthews, the other two, and then Sarah Hunter, of course, in the coaching staff these days. So here comes Tatiana Hurd, driving straight, trying to give England some go forward, and Hunt is looking to raise the pace with Maud Muir. Stays on her feet well. Now gets going again. Maud Muir and sends Spanish players backwards. Bottoman, the next wave for England, and the replacements stamping their names over this performance now. Feyanati, she's done plenty of that today. Hunt.
21 offside.
They've got a free ball here, England, to see what they can do with that.
Good stepping from Hannah Bottoman. Rowland wants it back this way. Singh missed out, Abby Dow is there, but that was forward.
I was just about to say that was a fantastic pass, but yeah, judged to be slightly forward, but they've got a penalty.
And England's go to the wide outside straight away. Hurd doesn't collect the pass.
Just knock off.
Yeah, good ambition from Mo Hunt to take the quick tap, keep the pace high, but I don't think she was quite expecting that pass, and unfortunately it's gone to ground. Good ambition from Mo, though. She's brought on to speed up the game and really go for it, take those quick tap penalties, and she's done that.
Maddie Feyanati's afternoon of exertion is over. She's been terrific
Spain, please.
At Welford Road today.
Spain.
Yeah, cracking game from her. She's just been all over the shop, hasn't she? She's shown her attack, her defence. She scored a try. Or did she score a try? Actually, no, she set one up, didn't she?
First
No, she did. First score as well. So, yeah, a really all-round great performance from Feyanati.
Water coming. Girl and Manus, do you have something?
So this time it's Spain with a
all good.
player down. Zoe Allcroft is on. So the starting captain for this match, after the red card, is off the pitch, but Zoe Allcroft, the captain for the World Cup, is on instead.
Yeah, she'll come on and steady the troops, and you know, is these situations, like I said earlier, that they are really important, and it almost, without wanting, you obviously don't want a red card to happen, but you've got that situation now where you've got to deal with it. You're down to 14 players, your captain's been sent off, and all these scenarios, you know, you've got to prepare for, and that's about the real detail that, you know, a very, very good head coach and leading team will make sure they get right.
It is like a scenario that they would have put together in training at Penny Hill Park, isn't it? Right, for the last 20, your captain's off, down to 14. How does things change, if anything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want that to happen, but you've got to prepare for these events and these things. You know, coaches do it all the time. I remember Gary Street pre-World Cup, you know, disappeared in 2014 World Cup just to see what would happen and how the coaching staff would respond. So, you know, you've got to throw these psychological different games in to see how things go.
Banged! Set!
John Mitchell still very much with us in the stands at the moment, but with a few more things to think about, certainly.
Yeah, I'm not giving him any ideas.
Agudo. Good exit from Spain's number 10. It's going to be good fun watching Spain at the World Cup, isn't it? If you've got tickets to that Ireland match at Franklin's Gardens on the 31st of August, or thinking about going, or Japan on the 7th of September in York.
I think it'd be a really good battle, actually. You know, Spain have shown some real quality today, and they have got those quality players that, you know, play in the top leagues of rugby. So it's, yeah, I'd encourage anyone to get along to any of the World Cup games. It'd be great to see, you know, the girls perform in this country. Home World Cup, nothing better than that.
We'll start for England on August the 22nd, of course. Maud Muir, she is really picking up the speed. Aldcroft as well. An hour on the bench to watch how things have played out. Now she's part of things. Singh held on to that. Hunt, that's a good line from Bottoman. A brilliant line from Hannah Bottoman. What a score.
Pace from the prop there, real pace, a sheer pace and a great angle. You know, really spotted the gap there to come from depth to score that try. She'll be pleased with that. Not your regular prop try, but maybe it is for Sarah Byrne and Hannah Bottoman. So lovely carry from Zoe Allcroft. Straight in the thick of it. Mo, lovely quick ball from the ruck. And then Singh doesn't give the ball, looks after it. And it comes back. Wow, what a line from Hannah Bottoman. Just cuts the angle really well. There was no chance for that flailing Spanish defender to make that tackle on Hannah Bottoman. A great angle, really good power, good strength. Made her mark coming on.
Emma Singh, dead-eyed as ever. England's fullback.
She's phenomenal from the boot, Emma Singh, isn't she? Do you know percentages, Jack, from this year in the PWR? Asking now, aren't I? I don't. But I know they're high.
I should know that, Vicky.
Oh, sorry. I should as well.
I can only apologise.
No, she's got a cracking boot, and really, it's particularly from the tee, just knocks the points over for Gloucester Hartbury like a machine.
Abby Dow. What a difference the build-up to this World Cup has been for Abby Dow compared to the last one, where she was in a race against time to make herself fit, which she managed to do in the end, and what a contribution she made to England's campaign. But this time, ahead of the 2025 World Cup, things have been far more steady. For Dow.
She's learnt so much about resilience through that path, though. Wow, yeah, she's certainly become more of a player.
Spain ripping the ball away here and going hunting. Zahir Perez.
On the ball.
Fernandez de Cora is on at scrum half. Dow has got this, and she steps away. Here goes Abby Dow, breaking free for the first time this afternoon. Agudo gets back. Excellent tackle from the Spanish fly half. And it has to be if you're going to shut down Abby Dow.
So I would have put money on her scoring then. I couldn't believe she's just been caught, actually, Abidal, unusually. But they did have some good cover defence in place. A great turnover from Abidal South and then nearly got away. She just stripped the ball, didn't she? Pace and power, but who makes that tackle? Oh, of course it is. Oh, Guido.
4 tries at the last World Cup.
Crouch!
She may well be planning quite a few more than that.
Bind!
3 years later.
Set!
Hunt. Roland already with 3 tries to her name. Here goes Dow looking for one at the very next opportunity.
Stay back.
Can Spain turn it into something?
Pena back here to clear. Relieving the pressure, but only so far as Singh, who covers the ground so easily. Upended in that tackle. Allowed to play on for now from Fernandez de Corres. She took her legs away. Up went Emma Singh.
Yeah, I think it was just a good tackle, but no one's called us back yet.
Maud Muir, another very dangerous line, but she couldn't take the ball with her.
Use it! Inside! Advantage over.
Argudo.
Good pressure by Mohan, making that kick really difficult.
Here's Meg Jones in very dangerous territory from England's outside centre. What a pass, or what a pass almost, to Cabella.
It was a great pass. I think she probably mistaken Cabella for a winger, because I think a winger would have made that pass. Yeah, great pass, really direct, really flat. Cabella just couldn't quite get on the end of it.
'26 cap today, Meg Jones, England's vice-captain, of course, and she's been part of the furniture here at Welford Road for the last 2 seasons, leading Leicester Tigers' charge, and Vicky, of course, working under you as well for one of those seasons.
Oh, she was just an absolutely cracking player. One of the first signings I made, and really important to Leicester Tigers in their founding year, for sure.
Pena flicks it back inside, well taken by Perez, who keeps it alive nicely with Cano. Arresti, lovely hands from Argudo, who's shown so many nice touches today. Arresti back inside. Bottom with the Lioness's skills. Nice pass from the prop. Hurd, Hunt, Burton, Roland. Didn't see the ball where she wanted it there. Has to start again.
Advantage over.
Maud Muir making up for lost time, isn't she? How many carries has she put together since she's come on? Dow.
There's some really good phases of play from England, just looking a little bit, not quite as on point as they were about 10 minutes ago, but fatigue will be setting in slightly.
Hunt, shake to kick, but gives Hurd the ball instead. Piquero's having to be very quick here with breach for company. Piquero creates space, gets the ball away well. This might work out for Spain. Almost back in Piquero's hands.
Almost, so we're looking at a little knock-on. Yeah, it's getting a little bit loose, the play, isn't it? Both teams are probably under a little bit of fatigue now, but it's great to see. What is really good to see is we've still got the ambition. England are still showing that ambition, and Spain, but the Red Roses are definitely still trying things and trying their plays, and, you know, seeing what's in front of them, playing with their heads up, which is great to see.
Crouch!
Another try from England will bring them close to their record victory margin over Spain,
You have no space for head, no
which
head,
goes
no
back
head,
to
okay?
2006 and an 86-3 match
There we go.
against the Spanish in Madrid. And Vicky McQueen, you know quite a lot about that, don't you?
Might be my moment. I think I remember it vaguely. I'd like to say I remember it vividly, but I'd be lying. But yeah, big win, big win. I was playing, yeah, a great experience, and you always do remember the big games and the big wins.
Bind! Set!
You've got to get beyond the 91-point margin for England to do that without conceding any more.
Knock on. Knock on advantage.
I'd like to keep the record, actually. Maybe I don't want them
Advantage over.
to. I'm joking.
Singh. The Red Roses aren't joking. They want your record.
They will get there. They will get there. I'm pretty confident. 7 minutes to play.
If you're just joining our coverage, by the way, England do have a red card. Playing with 14 after Marley Packer was red carded on the hour mark for an illegal tackle. It was deemed by the referee. She went low around the knee on a clear out.
Yeah, slightly controversial potentially, but equally they looked at it as the refereeing team and did the right things and deemed it a red card. So unfortunately not a great finish for Marley Packer, who's just been shown on the big screen there. Unfortunately a great game, but just a bad ending.
Ball snaffled at the front by Spain. Alameda. They've managed to slow England's scoring rate down. The Spanish, and their one try came through this woman here, Claudia Peña. Very strong. Full-back or centre. Low centre of gravity. Aguda bringing speed onto things and then getting it away again. And Maud Muir doing a brilliant job in closing doors in England's ranks.
Wow, what a tackle from Maud Muir. She's literally had to take her out probably 5-6 metres. The power in her legs to get her out into touch, absolutely phenomenal. And the pace to get there as well. Gives England a great opportunity for an attacking line out here, just outside the 22.
Hunt to Hurd. Good tackle from Victoria Rossell, the open side. England going to spin it back to this way. There's plenty of space here for Abby Dow. Now she will run it in. There's been a couple of nearly moments for Abby Dow in this match, but you can't keep her too far away from the score sheet. She's in again. England's encroaching on a record tally.
Yeah, I think the record's not safe now. That was a cracking try again from Abby Burton. Sorry, Abby Burton, from Abby Dow. But what we do need to do is recognise Abby Burton's contribution there. Cracking pinpoint try, really good pass. Straight to Abby Dow's hands from the back row. Fantastic, phenomenal, and another really good finish.
Lily try is good.
And so, Vicky, with so many options in this match for England, who are you going to select as the Champagne Bollinger player of the match here in Leicester?
Well, it's a tricky one, isn't it? They like to make it hard for me. I mean, the Red Roses have been phenomenal today. You know, there's always stuff to work on, and Mitch will be the first to say that. But I think overall a fantastic performance. I mean, Marley Packer had a fantastic game until the red card, obviously, that happened. You know, people have put real shifts in. Fayanatu, real shift in from her. You know, you've just seen class play from across the field, but I think you can't move away from Helena Rowlands today, who's my Champagne Bollinger player of the match. 3 tries in 43 minutes on the wing, slotted back into fly half. A great game. Congratulations, Helena Rowlands.
So England's level pegging now, Vicky McQueen, with the record score against Spain. Anything more here, but anything more from Spain, and it won't happen. Piquero.
That's the challenge, and they've got 3 minutes, and that's what Mitch would be saying if he was on the field. I'm sure the girls are saying it themselves. Maybe they're aware of that target.
Nicely round the back from Spain, goes to Rossell. They have kept at it, though, Spain. No period have they been completely overawed only England have outplayed them for large parts of this match, of course.
No, they've got to be proud of themselves, Spain, in that sense. You know, their work rate, as they still breaking the line again now.
Forward.
Yeah, Agudo's finding more and more space out there.
Forward pass. Squam black.
No, she's a terrifically resilient player as well, Amalia Agudo. As we see Helena Rowland, who currently is her opposite number,
Time off.
receive the Player of the Match award, the Champagne Bollinger Player of the Match.
Yeah, I think fully deserved. There's lots of players that, you know, could have stepped into that today. You know, we've not mentioned Meg Jones. We've not mentioned the entire back row, the second row. Yeah, it could have been anywhere, but I think just for adversity, playing in a new position and actually still managing a hat-trick, getting herself back into 10 when required as well. Yeah, great game by Helena Rowland. And it was a popular choice, it seems, here from the Leicester crowd. She's a Loughborough player, but, you know.
One stop on the track.
Crouch!
So the last throws of this match for England. Ahead of a trip to France next weekend, by the way, to face the French in Mont-de-Marsan. Before the party really begins in Sunderland on the 22nd of August.
Lovely crossfield kick from Meg Jones, just settling everybody down. You can just see her then with her hands just saying, settle down, everybody, you know, we can do that, we can use the boot when it's required. And that's what's great, you know, in the 78th minute, they're still thinking tactically about what's the best thing to do, and that's what these games are all about.
Stay on your line, stay. Yeah. Red's coming.
Referee's been very clear today, hasn't she, with what she's wanted and what she's been very in control of this game throughout.
Not straight.
And Nuria Joe, unfortunately for Spain, unable to find her jumper. Gives May Campbell a
Red on the line.
final roll of the dice.
Final opportunity to get that record. Here we go.
England peel off the back, and Cabella hammering into contact, getting up again. Cabella still going. Second time Spain do get to grips with her, but the line is there, and it's at the mercy of Meg Jones. Who else to score the try that breaks the record in this place?
It would be her, wouldn't it? Meg Jones breaks the record. Thank you, Meg Jones. What a fantastic finish to this game of rugby. A cracking try from Meg Jones. Cabella, don't know how she managed to keep getting back up, but fantastic to get back up out of that tackle. And then Meg Jones just finishes it off.
Yes, time is off. Yes, minus.
I think they're just checking whether it was a double movement, but they're happy. It's not. What a line from Meg Jones.
Yeah.
And Cabella making a statement late in the match nonetheless, but no one should be in the... Everyone should be aware of her power.
Okay, Manus. So my own field decision is try.
Yeah, lovely play. I think they're now going back to look again.
Yeah, so we're looking at the ball carrier being tackled and going to ground and not releasing the ball.
So this is about Sadia Cabella, and
yeah, they're saying she should have released the ball because she went to ground, but she wasn't held in the tackle, in my opinion. But let's see what happens.
My live view is it's not a tackle because she's not old.
I have to agree, not held in the tackle. She's just bounced back up.
Again.
No need to release if you're not held in the tackle.
Okay, I don't change my life view. Is for me, it's not clear and obvious. Is she's not old. I stick my own field decision for try. Anyone disagree?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a great decision from the referee.
So the try is good.
Try given.
It'll stand.
Try stands. Good try.
It'll go to Meg Jones.
Okay.
And the explanation for Uli Groselau. Not held in the tackle, so England will rack up the record tally against
No, it's
Spain.
a try. She's given the try. It looks like everyone thinks it's not been given.
Yes.
It is a try.
Yes, it's a try and the time is over.
It's a try, but time is up. Try, but time is up.
So England's, in the end, racking up a record tally against Spain in their first of 2 warm-up matches here at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. They almost hit the 100, but 97 points to 7 will do very nicely, I'm sure, for John Mitchell and his team. And there was a lot to see that was very, very good about the Red Roses. And there was one moment with Marley Packer's red card, which would have been avoided if it could have been, but those are the types of scenarios that the Red Roses will have to get used to, maybe, and get over, and they did that against Spain with a minimum of fuss. 97 points to 7, it has finished in Leicester between England and Spain. Vicky McQueen, what's your summary of the match across the full 80 minutes?
Yeah, great game to see. Well, first of all, a great advert for rugby. I know it's a big scoreline, but, you know, Spain were not in it as the score would suggest. They were in the game in parts. They managed to get somewhere. They managed to get that try on the board, which is what they tried to do. But in terms of England, you know, they've been given the opportunity there to try things out, to see where they're at, and I think they'll be pretty pleased on the whole. Of course, there's going to be areas to work on. There's going to be things they can tighten up on, things they can change. But overall, a great performance. You can't knock a 97 points try scoring records scoring game. So yeah, fantastic effort by England and a fantastic start to kick off their World Cup campaign. So yeah, great day here at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. And the thing that's really going to come from this is when you look over to the crowd and you see all those youngsters watching this game and watching their heroes on the field. That's what it's about, and that's what the Red Roses continue to do, is inspire.
Very well supported here in Leicester, these Red Roses, but from this point on it's only going to get more and more, with the exception of next Saturday night in France. I don't think they'll enjoy quite as much support in Mont-de-Marsan, but after that it's going to be these types of scenes all through August and through to the late September time, we hope.
Yeah, it's great, and the momentum's there. You know, we talked about it pre-game, didn't we, about the football and how they need to use that legacy now to kick on and move forward into the rugby, and I just hope the whole country can get behind, and I believe they will. You know, the rugby players have supported the footballers, so now the footballers support the rugby players, and we just get another really good sporting wave of excitement going through the country.
Now, we had a talk pre-match, Vicky, about what type of Lionesses celebrations we might see today on the pitch, and we haven't seen one. It was business heads on. Poor,
but, you know, business heads, we'll let them off. Fair enough. But no, there's been some great stuff around social media, hasn't there, and in terms of just just supporting women. You know, it's a great thing, and female athletes need to support each other. You know, it's still quite a long throw away from the men's game, you know, in terms of funding, finance support. So the girls have got to keep doing that, and I think the more they do that, they bring this World Cup home, or keep it at home this summer. I think it's going to be a big move forward for women's rugby and women's sport in general.
Some of the England players who have been standing and sitting next to Archie, actually. Ellie Kildunn has had her camera out all game. She's been doing the photography rounds from close to the pitch across her teammates, and Emily Scarrett as well has been leading the vocal charge from the stands.
Yeah, they've been really good. You know, the girls, they're just so close-knit. You know, I've been into camp and you can feel that sense of just belonging and loyalty to each other, and it's just been so nice to see the girls just gel today.
So we've managed to pull Helena Rowland away for a chat, and here is Nathan Middleton speaking to her pitch side.
Thanks very much, Jack. And to start, Helena, congratulations, the Champagne-Bollinger player of the match. A different role for you to start with today. How was it playing on the wing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit different. I've not played a huge amount of my rugby there, but it was a chance to go out there, like run, kind of have a bit of freedom and try and put what we've been putting in pre-season into practice. So yeah, I enjoyed it out there. Whether or not it will stick, who knows? But yeah, it was a fun run out.
In terms of the tries, a hat-trick, always nice, no matter where you're playing. It's been a really nice feeling, I guess, after all the pre-season as well, to get on the score sheet, get a run out, but the 3 tries for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I don't score that many tries, so to get 3 in a game is always nice. And yeah, I think we put in some pretty nice stuff there, and glad to get it off the training park. There's still plenty of things to fix up, and as we always knew there would be, it's the first game after quite a long time between rugby matches. So yeah, it was enjoyable out there, and yeah, got to build into next week now.
How do you find the switch from, I guess, wing to centre? You're obviously playing a bit of fly half at the end. How did you find that all during the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit tough. They're different mindsets, definitely, but I think ultimately from playing a lot of fly half, you kind of get to know what you want from your players around you. So then when you put into those positions, you think, well, from what a fly half would want, this is where I'm gonna run, these are the lines I'm gonna do, and the support I'm gonna give, and hopefully it works and I'm useful out there. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, but if it gets me on the pitch, then I'm happy to bounce around.
And how good a place do you think the team is? Obviously nearly 100 points today, lots of tries, seems lots of offloads as well. Seems like all the stuff we've seen on social media behind the scenes, the team looks in a really happy place.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously we've got a big few months coming up, and it's trying to, I suppose, live in every moment. We've spent a lot of time together, and yeah, we're definitely trying to keep evolving our game with those offloads, playing quickly, getting different lines in, different runners, and yeah, hopefully it'll come together. That was just kind of the start of our journey, I think, over the next few months, and hopefully there's more to come.
Thank you very much, Helen. I'll let you enjoy your Champagne Bollinger player of the match. We're going to get Meg Jones straight in. Meg Jones, Red Roses vice-captain. Well played today, nearly 100 points for your team. What do you make of how you performed out there?
Yeah, good. We spoke about being relentless. I mean, we weren't looking at the score, but I think we just kept going and going. I don't know what the ball in play was, but my heart rate was, I looked at Jess at one point, she was like, yeah, it feels. So, no, look, we went out there, obviously dust off a few cobwebs, put into practice what we've been doing for the last 6-7 weeks. No, but super proud of the girls. Like, it was relentless. Our energy was up there. There's a few things to work on, like always. We're going to be our biggest critics. But yeah, super proud. And we were smiling. We were playing with smiles on faces, which is the most important part.
In terms of the squad itself, how much have you been itching to get out there? We've seen lots of stuff in pre-season, out in Italy, the warm weather training, but nothing like playing a game.
Yeah, I'm bloody bored of playing each other now. I think we know exactly what we're going to do. So no, it's really nice to have that, I guess, real life opposition and put things into practice. So yeah, hopefully we showed a dose of that. But yeah, it sets us in good stead going into the World Cup.
Never in doubt, that try at the end?
No, never in doubt. Me and Mo like that. Too close, too close.
In terms of what Spain provided today, they were still kind of going towards the end. They obviously scored their try. The scoreline will look probably very different to how it felt playing in that match.
Yeah, definitely. Look, they got some good sevens girls there. I know Amalia, the 10, she's got a bit of flair. She got through a couple of times as well. So yeah, definitely someone we'll be looking at. But yeah, she had some good runs, and I think they should be proud of some of the phases they strung together. But yeah, defensively we kind of stuck it to them.
Mentally, where's the squad at in terms of the preparation for the World Cup? Been so much disappointment over the past couple of World Cups. It seems really positive being in and around the camp. Just where are the girls right now?
Yeah, we're here. That's where the only place we can be, and I think that's really important. Like, what will be. No need to make it bigger than the big thing that it is. So yeah, we're just going to really enjoy it. Home World Cup doesn't come around too often, so let's enjoy it. We've got family and friends local. Let's really use that to our advantage.
Thank you, Meg. Well played today.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Oh, we've got Alba coming in as well. Alba, unlucky today, a very big defeat for your team. What did you make of how your team performed?
We had some objectives as a team to achieve, and is discipline and getting to our game, and not getting into what the score means or how is the score in each minute of the game. And actually we did it. We did our game. We are happy with what we did in defense, and we are just trying to build better. We knew we were fighting the best team in the world right now, so we were just challenging our own team.
How difficult was it to play the Red Roses?
We knew it was going to be hard. Actually, it was hard, but it was really fun. We are happy. We knew it was going to be so hard, but it was fun.
And how much did the Pena try mean to you and the team for the efforts you put in there today?
The try we made, that was actually, we didn't said we want to make a try or something like that, but actually making a try to the Red Roses, it's always a good achievement.
Thank you very much for your time. Well played today.
Oh, great to hear from both camps there. And Vicky, it's perfectly possible for both teams to have achieved their objectives today. And hearing from Alba Vinuesa, clearly they got what they wanted from today, despite the scoreline. The Red Roses, of course, as well.
Yeah, 100%, Jack. Like, both teams had totally different outlooks coming into this game. Spain wanted to, look at this in more detail. Like you said, they wanted to get a try. England really were focusing on the bigger picture and just, tweaking a few bits of their play and making sure that they were on it and on point. So, yeah, absolutely. It's been a great game for everyone to achieve what they needed to achieve out of it. And, they both have done that.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights and the best of the action from the second 40 minutes.
So, yeah, so this is the first try of the half, isn't it? Some really tight play. And a Sarah Byrne classic. Shekels gets back to her feet in a lovely offload to get some good hands going there. Feneatu pops inside Helena Roland, lovely try there again. This one was just all about getting the ball through the middle. Great pop off and pace shown there by Lily Ives Campion. This is Spain's attacking opportunity. A handoff there. I'm sure they'll be talking about that after the game, but yeah, not great defence from England, but I think in a lot of ways Spain deserved that try. And this came from a scrum. Turnover ball, if I remember rightly. Here we go. England scrum, so therefore there's loads of space out wide. They know that, they're fully aware of that. They play to gain line, and they make sure that ball moves through the hands. Really clinical. Great try from a turnover scrum. And then here, Hannah Bottom's sleight of hand. And still a bit of work to do there, but a great try for Campbell. And first try, I believe, for England as well. That's the red card incident. Like I say, the TMO looked at it really closely, the whole team. Unfortunate for Molly Packer, but unfortunately that a decision was made, and that was a red card, so that ended her game. Then we've got Hannah Bottom's direct line. Lovely little lift from Mo Hunt to offload to Hannah Bottom, coming through at pace. No one's going to stop her from there. Some lovely hands there, and that was Abby Burton off her weaker hand, if there is one, to score through Abby Dow. Fantastic. And then this one that was a little bit controversial. Should Cabera release? No, she shouldn't. She wasn't held. So she takes the ball into contact. Lovely placement. And then it's a cracking, quick, accurate pass from Mo Hunt to allow Meg Jones to get that victory try. So they've now broken the record. Well done, England.
Very magnanimous of you, Vicky McQueen, as you were involved in the previous record. Anyway, Mo Hunt has a lot of signings to do, I dare say. I think the Red Roses are going to be out here for a while, aren't they? And
that's something they're so good at, isn't it, Jack? Yes, they will get told by the recovery team to get in at some point. But yeah, they're so good at just spreading that, love of the game, spending time talking to individuals, talking to girls and boys. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's inspiring the next generation. And the girls are absolutely doing that week in, week out. Their social media says it all over it. There's Mo with another selfie. She must be good at them by now.
There's been a few of those over the years, haven't there? Yeah, I could see Rowena Burnfield in the crowd as well.
I just spotted her as well. I didn't know. Good knowledge, Jack. Yes, Rowena. I used to play with her as well.
Sarah Byrne doing likewise. Now, it's not the only chance to see the Red Roses before the World Cup begins, because next Saturday evening, they are down in Mont-de-Marsan in central France to face the French. And that is next Saturday evening on England Rugby's YouTube channels.
I would imagine there'll be a French support. I remember France was always the place to go and play rugby, even when there wasn't many crowds in England. There was so many in France. So I think they'll have a big French contingent. So any English that can get out there, that'd be nice.
We might get a steer a little bit more on what John Mitchell's starting 15 might be for that first match against Sunderland on August the 22nd. But nonetheless, the World Cup bandwagon is beginning to pick up speed, isn't it? It's been a record-breaking day in the East Midlands. England having won it 97 points to 7 against Spain. Thank you very much for your company, for joining us here. We hope to see you next weekend as well, and then, of course, across the World Cup. We will see you shortly.